Hey everybody, welcome back to Royal Tarot Readings. This is my fun channel that I do for tarot readings on the royal family. All information presented in this video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It's fun. It's tarot. I'm just a gal with cards. Alright, so today what I'd like to look at, we've been hearing a lot of information about Prince Harry and Meghan reaching out to Prince George or trying to talk about him in some way, shape, or form, saying that they want to make sure he's okay and that he's going in the right direction and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so why are they doing this? I know that Prince Harry has publicly stated that he felt that Prince George was a direct competitor for him, that he knew that when Prince George got older, he would be a competitor for him for attention. Interesting thing to say about your nephew, but so let's find out why the sudden interest in Prince George by Harry and Meghan. Let's find out. All right, so for today, I would like to use the A.E. Waite Holographic Tarot. Let's see what this tarot deck has to tell us about this interesting story. All right, so shoot, I've got my washing machine going on in the background. Let me see if I can go pause that. All right, it has been paused. All right, so let's see what we can find out here about Prince Harry, Meghan, and Prince George. Why are Harry and Meghan interested in Prince George? Why are they interested now in Prince George? And what does William think of the interest? What does William think of the interest? Oops. Queen of Wands. Oh, well, could be Meghan right there. All right. So what does Katherine think of the interest in Prince George? What does Katherine think of this interest that Harry and Meghan have now in Prince George? And what does His Majesty King Charles think of the interest in Prince George? What does he think of this? And what will the royal family do in light of this interest in Prince George? What are they going to do, if anything? And will the royal family make a statement about this interest that, Harry and Meghan have in Prince George? Wow, okay. Wow, and there's our Queen of Wands again. Very interesting, okay. What's the royal family going to do? And then is the royal family going to make a statement about this interest? Are they going to say anything? They're going to make a statement about it? Want to flip over? Okay. And then will Prince Harry ever be allowed to stay on royal property again? Because we have heard, I believe Lady C said in her video today that one reason why Prince Harry is not allowed to stay on British royal family property anymore is because, this is Seven of Cups, about gaslighting, because of this interest. King of Pentacles, this keeps coming up. This interest that Harry has stated before in Prince George. So, and there was another thing she had stated too. I'll tell you about it as soon as I'm done shuffling. So anyway, will Harry ever be allowed to stay on royal family property again? All right, so the cards seem to be... Oh, boy, I'm getting all kinds of interruptions today. All right. We'll do one more here. See if I can turn off that air conditioner. So I don't know why it came on. It's a cool day. All right, so we're going to cut. Ooh, interesting cut. All right. I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to see if I can turn that off. Okay, it should turn off. Okay. All right, so we cut. All right, so we have 7 questions. We'll do 7 cards. I'm actually feeling like I'm being interfered with on this reading. Very interesting. All right. Underlying energy is 5 of Wands in reverse. This is about fighting and you've been bickering and you've lost the fight. 10 of Wands in reverse, release of a burden. Oh, and 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Look at all these 10s, endings. This is the line of succession, and in reverse, it's about you're out of line of succession. Look at all these reversals here. All right, so fight that you've already lost, and it's the release of a burden, and you're out of the line of succession. Wow. You have lost the fight, and now the burden's been released because you're out of the line of succession. Wow. Okay. Ooh, let's see what we got here. I'm getting goosebumps already. All right, so why are Harry and Meghan interested in Prince George? Wow, here they are right here, the lovers. Because it affects their relationship. It's also about choices. This is about choices. So the choices that they can make in their relationship are affected by Prince George in some way, shape, or form. They've been fighting about him. There's been a release of a burden, and they are out of the line of succession in some way. We may not hear about it, but the fact that they are together removes them. They have no power in the line of succession. They have no, unless they want to take him out of the line of succession. Oh my God, allegedly. In order for their relationship to go forward, there's been a fight to I don't even want to say this, to remove Prince George from the line of succession? What? Because it would release a burden on them. Well, that's really odd. They're interested in him because it has some bearing, something to do on the little thing over here. It has some bearing to do on their relationship. Okay. Well, what does Prince William think of their interest in Prince George? Strength in reverse. All right, so Strength upright. This is a Royal Family card. It can also be the Leo card. It can represent Anne. And in reverse, they're not in a strong position. So what does he think of the interest? He feels like that Harry and Meghan are not in a strong position to do anything. There's been a lot of fighting about it. There's been a release of a burden, and there's something to do with the line of succession here. Either Harry and Meghan are out of it, and their children are. There's some plan underway to remove them from the line of succession. I saw that in another reading I did too. That Harry will. What does he think of it? He thinks that Harry will not be in a strong position because he's no longer going to be in the line of succession. And there was a big fight about it, but the fight was settled, and it resulted in a release of a burden because this line of succession, this generational wealth, has been removed. So Harry is not going to be in a strong position. That's how William feels about it. You can try to do whatever you want. You are not in a strong position. You have no say in what happens with the line of succession. What does Katherine think about it? What does she think about this interest in Prince George? The King of Pentacles. This card comes up over and over and over again in these readings lately. All right, so for Katherine, there is a strong man here. This person who controls the don't want to say the Duchy of Cornwall because that's her husband. There's a person who is controlling the monetary finances, the income behind the royal family, or even, I just want to say the Duchy of Cornwall. What does she think of this? She thinks like they're being protected. That whatever, oh my gosh. Is Harry trying to get to the Duchy of Cornwall through Prince George? Oh my God. Okay, so think about it. When Prince William someday is king, Prince George will be the Prince of Wales, and he will be in charge of the Duchy of Cornwall. Is that what Harry and Meghan are trying to do? They're trying to set this up? I mean, Prince George is not going to be, he's got 7 years before he's 18. Katherine is thinking ahead. They have solidified somehow with the Duchy of Cornwall that when Prince George is in charge of it, it's protected. Because, and there's been a lot of fighting and squabbling about this, but there's been some kind of release of a burden that Harry's not going to have any role in any way, shape, or form. He will never be able to touch the Duchy of Cornwall and the Duchy of Lancaster. I've done a really deep dive, not in a video, but I looked into the Duchy of Cornwall and Lancaster to see how the funds are distributed. It is very, very well protected. It is not like Prince William just goes in there and gets money. Okay, it is. There's a whole. I think there's a 5-person panel, completely unbiased and removed from the royal family, and each of these people have to agree on things. Prince William can present his ideas to them. It's not something where he can just go in and take out money willy-nilly. If Prince Harry thinks that that's what that is, it is not how that is. And if he's trying to set up something in the future, allegedly, so that he can try to get money through Prince George, Katherine has set it up so that's not going to happen. Oh my goodness. What does the king think of this interest in Prince George? Oh, the Knight of Swords. He is angry. He's very defensive. I got goosebumps. Upright, the Knight of Swords is about you have been rushed into battle. You are swinging left and right. You are defeating your foes with every bit of strength that you have. And in reverse, this is now very vicious energy. This is like, I will take you down no matter what. The king is very, very, very upset that Prince Harry is doing this. And it's given him resolve. I think this fight that he was in on what to do about Harry, he has now resolved himself to an idea that he didn't want to agree to. But it's released a burden from him. Harry's somehow not going to have any place in the line of succession. I don't know what they're going to do. I had seen in one reading that he was going to remove his prince title and that Parliament may remove the peerage titles. But the king is extremely upset about this interest in Prince George. And I really think it has to do with the Duchy of Cornwall. All right. What will the royal family do in light of this interest? I think we already have our answer, but let's see. Ace of Cups. All right, so this is about love. This is about passion. It's going to be about pregnancy. I guess they're just going to show compassion and love outwardly. So they're going to express their love, of course, for their child. They're going to express their love and how much they love their son and how much they'll protect him. So this is going to be, what are they going to do? They're just going to wrap their arms around Prince George and keep him protected and let him know how loved he is and how much he doesn't have to worry. Because this could be a big worry for Prince George as well. And any fight that they had on thoughts of, well, no, Harry's not going to do anything, that fight's been resolved. They're like, okay, yeah, we're all on the same page now. And it's released a burden for them, and somehow Harry's going to be out of line of succession. All right, what will is the royal family going to make a statement? Are they going to make a statement about the interest in Prince George? Are they going to make a statement? Justice. That's a legal system. Oh my gosh, I think they will. There's going to be some kind of legal binding, some proclamation, some declaration having to do with the Duchy of Cornwall and the Duchy of Lancaster that's going to seal this up. There's going to be something that completely locks it in place so that Harry can never get his hands on it. There's some type of legal protection. Justice is the legal system. This is some type of protection that has been put in place on this monetary, the Duchy of Cornwall and the Lancaster that the Prince of Wales typically controls. Which Prince George will be the Prince of Wales once William becomes king. So they've put another legal protection in place to protect this money, to protect this these investments, this whole setup, because this is how the royal family receives income. I saw Lady C was saying today that the royal family does not take money from the taxpayers. In fact, everything that the royal family brings in, they return to the state, and then they take a small percentage of that. But their money comes from these investments in the Duchy of Cornwall. So something's been put in place to protect that even further. So are they going to make a statement subtly in this law that's going to be put into place to protect it? And is Harry ever going to be allowed to stay on royal family property again? Oh, the Knight of Cups. Nope. Okay, so this Knight of Cups upright is about a knight in shining armor, someone who's very romantic, someone who's very easy to get along with, very easygoing. And in reverse, this is the cutoff of any emotional connection. This is very cold energy. And any thoughts that they had of him being connected to the royal family in any way has been cut off, and that's through the king. The king is extremely upset about this, and he now is going to put something in place. He's going to reiterate the fact that Harry can never stay on British royal property again, royal family property again. And the fight that he was fighting about it, he's given up on it. He's like, nope. Okay, I'm not going to fight about it anymore. It's released a burden from him, and somehow the line of succession is not in Harry's future. Wow. All right, let's do a wrap-up here. Why are Harry and Meghan interested in Prince George? It has to do with their relationship, that their relationship cannot go forward unless they have this plan in place to get in the good graces of Prince George. There's been a lot of fighting about it, and they've released a burden because they know that they're going to be cut out of the line of succession, and they're trying to go to the one person they think who might be vulnerable. All right, and then why, or what does Prince William think of the interest? He thinks, Harry, you're not in a strong position. You have nothing to do with this. Don't even try. And then what does Katherine think of it? Katherine feels very comforted by the fact that this Duchy of Cornwall is protected, and later on we're going to find it's going to be protected even further. She knows that Harry will never be able to get his hands on it, and he's trying to sidle up to Prince George because Prince George will someday be in charge of it. And what does the king think of the interest? He is extremely upset about it, to the point of he can't believe the treachery that is involved in this, because he can see exactly what they're trying to do. So he's given up the fight. He's released a burden, and he's accepted the fact that Harry's going to be cut out of the line of succession some way. And then what will the royal family do in light of this interest? They're just going to protect George. This is about love and compassion and protection and keeping someone safe through love. And so they're going to wrap their arms around Prince George to keep him safe and to comfort him, to let him know, don't worry, we're going to protect you. We'll make sure that he never gets near you. And then will the royal family make a statement about the interest in Prince George? Only through this new law that's going to be put in place to wrap up the control of the Duchy of Cornwall and Lancaster even further. And then will Harry ever be allowed to stay in the royal family property again? No. They're emotionally very disconnected now from him, and it's through through the king, who is extremely upset now about what's going on, that this interest, this attempt that was made to get to Prince George, he thinks that was completely out of bounds. How dare you? How treacherous of you. I can't believe you did that. You're done. I'm not going to fight for you anymore. I'm going to release the burden of you, and you're out of the line of succession. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, there you go. My goodness. Whew. Hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like and share. This one really gave this. I had such bad. It's like I was trying to be interfered with in doing this reading all day. I've tried to do this several times today, and I kept getting interrupted. So I just wanted to power through it. All right. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate all my subscribers. And if you're not, well, you need to subscribe. Just click on that notification bell so you don't miss another reading. And it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Just subscribe and you won't miss any more readings. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you again soon on Royal Tarot Readings. Bye-bye, everybody.